Hello lovelies, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, welcome to Kasara's Cavern of Secrets. I'm Kasara. Here I discuss horror, the strange and unusual, as well as movies, TV shows, video games, the occult, some true crime, and occasionally I narrate my own short stories that I've written over the years. If those things interest you, stick around and join the other things by subscribing to the channel. It's much appreciated. I recently started watching Lovecraft Country. It's been a long time coming since I have read the Lovecraft stories, but it has been a long time since I've read them, since I think I was a teenager when I first read them. I have a collection of his work, but I haven't really gotten around to reading it for some reason. I've been meaning to, just haven't gotten around to it, so. As for the show, I really like it. The beginning of the first episode drew me in. It was so awesome. You got to see Cthulhu, well, a monster like Cthulhu. From there, the show just keeps getting better and better. It has taught me a lot about what Black people they went through during the 50s and that time period. I knew some of it because, of course, in school we are taught about the civil rights movement and that time period, along with slavery. I don't know about now in school, but when I was a kid, that's what we were taught. And most of it, I just was taught about like how things were segregated and how they were treated if they stood up to the white man. I never heard about sundown towns or counties, and I didn't really know how the people who are there to protect and serve the civilians, police and fire, reacted when a Black family or people came into their town or area. I was horrified by this. I'm glad they kept it, though. I mean, that's how things were during that time. And I'm kind of sick of us kind of sugarcoating it or just kind of briefly showing it. Because it seems like people want to try and forget about what occurred back then and the mistakes that white people made back then. And unfortunately, there's still a lot of racism today. And I would have thought that by now, in modern times, we would have been a lot further along than we are. And it's disheartening and upsetting for me that we haven't come that far. I found it so courageous what Letitia did to the cars parked out front by the group of white men who attached bricks to the horns of their cars. So they just kept honking nonstop day and night. And she just said enough is enough when she saw the burning cross on her front lawn. And she took matters into her own hands, and I thought it took a lot of guts to do what she did. Some would say she was stupid, but everyone has a breaking point, and eventually somebody's going to say enough is enough. I don't blame her. I probably would have did the same thing in her shoes. The characters are phenomenal. Letty, Atticus, and George are my favorites so far. The creatures in it are amazing. They did such a great job bringing them to life. I can't wait to see more. If you haven't seen the show, I would recommend it if you're a sci-fi horror fan as well as a Lovecraft fan. Now, I don't approve of what Lovecraft believed, but he was an incredible writer, and that's about all that was going for him. If you've seen the show, what are your favorite characters? What are your thoughts on the show? Let me know in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching and sticking around to the end. If you enjoyed this video, click the like and subscribe buttons to show your support for the channel. It's so appreciated. If you don't want to miss a video, click the bell icon to stay up to date on all future content. And next week, I will be discussing the Bell Witch and the story behind it. Thank you so much. Take care until next time, and I hope you all have a great weekend.